Good morning. Today we're going to talk about making sunflowers. Spring is here. Things are blooming. Daffodils, tulips, things like that. Not necessarily sunflowers, but it's coming. So I know sunflowers are more of a summer thing, but I felt like doing sunflowers. So we're going to do some sunflowers today. I already have my baked cookie. I used this cutter. This is a fluted round cutter. I think I got it at Copper Gifts. I know, it's a copper cutter. I get copper cutters for all of my standard shapes because they just last longer, a lot more durable. And you're going to take a small circle, put in the center there. We're going to use our handy dandy food safe Americolor marker. Right? Go ahead and center this. Excuse my nails, I'm in the middle of a repainting my nails. Trace the inside. So you have a little center right there. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just has to be centered. You're going to take your piping consistency icing. And this has a number 1 on it. And the color I'm using is Americolor's Egg Yellow. Okay, take your piping icing. You're going to start we'll just start here. And you're going to pipe, little pointed petals. It's a lot easier to do when there's not a camera right behind your head. It's a little messy. And you're going to stop right below the circle line here. Get as close together as you can. Touching is good. Go all the way around. Piping your petals. And they're pointed petals. Sunflowers have pointed petals. Okay, once you got your outline done, you go back and fill in every other petal. And you do have an odd number of petals, so you won't be able to fill in every single one. You have to go back and do it later. So you'll fill in these petals and you'll let this dry, and you'll go in and fill in the other petals and let that dry, and then fill in any petals that may be remaining. And you can tell by this icing consistency that these may do a little cave in, but that's okay. With petals it works. See, sometimes you can make that little flaw work for you. Okay, and then let this dry. Okay, once those have dried up, this isn't the same cookie I was working on just a minute ago. I had one that was already started. Go in and fill the rest of them in. Use your boo-boo stick. Boo-boo sticks, you get them at karenscookies.net. That's where I get mine. Just because someone was asking me once where to get them. That's where I get them. karenscookies.net. There you go. Okay, once you got the rest of that filled in, you're going to move it to some parchment paper because it's about to get messy. This step is optional. If you don't wish to do it, you don't have to. Get our handy dandy airbrush. We're going to fill it with a little bit of Americolor orange. And please use the Air Mist airbrush colors. See? Air Mist airbrush. It's not the same as the Americolor gels. Americolor gels will clog up your airbrush, so just use this. Start a little in the center, and we're just going to kind of come out and give it just a little bit of depth around the edge, around the center. Actually, that's going to be the center. This step is optional. If you don't have an airbrush gun, you don't have to do this, because there's lots of sunflowers that are just plain yellow petals. But for this cookie, I decided to go with one that had a little more going on. So, and then let that dry completely before you do the next step. Okay, once that's dry completely, you're going to go in with some black icing. I'm using Americolor Super Black. And it's got a number 2 tip on it. And I've got some brown sanding sugar right there. And you can still see the circle that you originally drew on your cookie. And you're going to go back in and just make like a dot border. You can do a line, I guess, if you want, but I do dots because I think it just adds something a little and helps me get a more even circle. And you're just going to go along that line and kind of cover it. And make sure you go up on the petals too. And then go in and do a second round on the inside. Okay, so you've got this little ring. And turn it over. Dust it. Right? So there you've got your fuzzy ring. You know that fuzzy ring on a sunflower? You have that. Then go back in with your black and just kind of fill in the inside with dots. And this one I will recommend you do dots so it does actually look like the center of a sunflower, you know, all those little seeds and stuff. And there is your sunflower. Pretty little thing. I like it. Not too hard to do. Just a couple steps. So I hope you found this helpful and fun and that you'll want to give it a shot. And please subscribe because I post new videos every week. And happy spring, happy summer.